In this lesson, we'll look at the way Nam Le uses language for a range of purposes in his critically acclaimed short story, Love and Honour. However, this is not meant to be a close study. That's what Advanced Module B is for. We analyse texts in Module, or Mod C, to help us develop our own ideas and written expression. You are encouraged to use Lee's prose as inspiration for your own writing. We know how hard it is to find the inspiration to write, but Love and Honour gives us food for thought. As we go through the story, we'll signpost some of Lee's creative tricks to inspire you. Watch out for this sign. To help you follow along, we'll let you know the page numbers of The Boat, where you'll find the examples. Our analysis will address 4 key aspects of Love and Honour. 1. Ideas. 2. Purpose and audience. 3. Language form and structure. And 4. Techniques. This pyramid model is also a useful planning tool. As you develop your own writing in Mod C, you can use the pyramid to help you in the initial stages. That way, the 4 key aspects of your text, ideas, purpose and audience, form and structure, and language techniques, will find a harmonious balance. Ready to get started? Let's begin with Lee's ideas. All texts usually start as an idea, even before decisions are made about how to record them in writing. The ideas are the centerpiece of any text. The title, Love and Honour and Pity and Pride and Compassion and Sacrifice, is an allusion or reference to William Faulkner's 1950 Nobel Prize acceptance speech. Faulkner calls these ideas of love and honour and so on the old verities, or old truths of the heart, that should be the basis of stories. To Faulkner, these values were the only things worth writing about. Many readers might not recognise the Faulkner connection in the title until they read on, but the words themselves prepare the reader for a story that will stir emotions and explore important human values. Which, of course, it does, just not in a way you might expect. Love and Honour explores ideas about family, identity, culture, history, and the impact of trauma. In particular, Nam Le focuses on the fragility of the father-child relationship, following dreams that clash with your parents' expectations, the exploitation of culture in literature, how the trauma of war impacts families and generations, and the problem with using someone else's trauma for a good story. These are complex ideas. Perhaps you might like to explore one of them in your own writing. So now we know what Lee's main ideas are. What does he do with them? What's his purpose? We know from the rubric that there are 5 purposes to look for in our Mod C texts. 1. To express insights. 2. Evoke emotion. 3. Describe the wonder of the natural world. 4. Shape a perspective. Or 5. To share an aesthetic vision. We can all probably agree that Lee expresses some important insights in Love and Honour. At one point, Nam considers his inadequacy, reflecting on his inability to honour his father's sacrifice. It is a confronting thing, realising your own faults. He says, "Here is what I believe. We forgive any sacrifice by our parents, so long as it is not made in our name." This wisdom brings the tragedy of a fractured family into sharp focus. He's telling us that children often struggle to fathom the utter selflessness of their parents, especially when that sacrifice leads to the child feeling obliged to fulfill their parents' hopes and expectations. Parents' hopes can often conflict with a child's quest for an individual identity. Sometimes a family will not recover from the scars that result from this conflict. This is what happened to Nam and his father, Tan. In the end, as the title suggests, only love, honour, and compassion can heal these scars. Our parents are human. They can be flawed and fragile. There may be accountability on both sides, but Lee's story expresses that a child should avoid shattering their parent out of ignorance and arrogance. Love and honour also evokes a number of emotions. We feel pity for young Nam when he recalls how his father beat him, describing how he would cry in anger at myself for crying. But this pales in comparison to the horror we feel when Nam's father recounts his ordeal at My Lai. Lee also invites us to feel sorrow when he hints that this is all told in retrospect, when it's too late to fix things with his father. Nam admits, "Maybe I'm filling in the gaps. But you're not under oath when writing a eulogy, and this is close enough. My father grew up in the province of Quang Niai, in the village of Sen Mi, in the hamlet of Tukung, later known to the Americans as My Li. He was 14 years old." A eulogy is a text that is written to honour or praise someone, especially someone who has recently died. Eulogies are usually read out at funerals. It's not clear in the story whether Nam's father has since died, but the tragic anagnorisis in the denouement, or resolution, certainly makes it feel that way. Anagnorisis is a specific form of an epiphany, where a protagonist will come to a big realisation about their own character and flaws, and it often comes too late. Nam realises at the end that, if I had known then what I knew later, I wouldn't have said the things I did. The full force of Nam's shame and regret is captured in the final image of a fragile world being shattered by a single syllable. He realises that some stories do more harm than healing in their telling.